There is someone here right now, trying to sleep, but your mind won't stop. One thought becomes another, and another, and another. Memories, fears, what ifs, regrets. Your thoughts keep moving. And no matter how tired you are, your mind refuses to slow down. But listen, this moment is different. Right now, you don't need to follow your thoughts anymore. You can let go. Something inside you is already beginning to quiet down. Stay here with me. Let's pray together. Stay with me until the end. This will help you quiet your mind. Tonight, your thoughts will slow down, and you will rest in peace. God, in this quiet moment of the night, there is a mind here that feels exhausted, a heart that wants peace, and thoughts that refuse to slow down. You see every thought that keeps returning, every memory being replayed, every fear that keeps appearing, every moment the mind refuses to let go. Nothing is hidden from you. Even now, as the body tries to rest, the mind keeps moving, jumping from one thought to another, without giving this heart peace. But right now, this moment is different. This is not a moment to overthink. This is not a moment to stay trapped in thoughts. This is a moment to release them. You are here, present in this silence, steady in this stillness, unshaken by this restless mind, unchanged by every anxious thought. And because you are here, this mind does not need to keep racing. This heart does not need to keep worrying. This body does not need to stay tense. Everything can begin to slow down. Right now, the thoughts begin to soften. Not all at once, but gently, without pressure, without force, like something inside is finally easing. There is no need to solve everything tonight. No need to replay every moment. No need to answer every thought. This mind can stop carrying everything and begin to rest. God, let every anxious thought lose strength now. Let every fear become quieter. Let every mental burden begin to fade, until everything inside feels lighter. This mind is already changing, becoming slower, becoming softer, not as loud as it was before, not as restless as it felt moments ago. Something is already shifting. And even if thoughts still appear, they do not stay the same. They do not control this moment. They do not carry the same power. They gently pass. Right now, there is no urgency. No need to think further. No need to keep analyzing everything. everything can slow down. God, let this calm move through every thought, through every fear, through every memory, bringing quiet where there was noise, bringing stillness where there was chaos. Because this mind no longer needs to keep spinning. It no longer needs to stay trapped in overthinking. It no longer needs to hold on to every fear. It is allowed to rest, fully and peacefully. This heart is no longer carrying everything alone. It is no longer trying to control tomorrow. It is no longer trapped in what-ifs. It is beginning to let go, beginning to breathe again. Right now, this body begins to relax. The tension fades slowly. The breathing becomes softer. Everything slows down. God, let this moment deepen. Let this calm grow stronger. Let the stillness settle completely, until nothing inside feels overwhelmed. There is no need to fight these thoughts. No need to force silence. No need to control the mind.
This peace can arrive naturally, quietly, gently. And even now, this mind is already calmer. This heart is already lighter. This body is already more relaxed. Something inside has changed. Right now, this is no longer a moment of mental noise. This is no longer a moment of pressure. This is a moment of quiet, a moment of peace. God, hold this calm in place. Do not let the mind return to chaos. Do not let overthinking take control again. Keep everything steady. And as this moment continues, this mind will slow even more. This body will relax deeper. This heart will feel lighter. Everything will settle into peace. God, as this moment continues, the noise inside this mind begins to fade, not suddenly, but gently, like waves slowly becoming still. The thoughts that once felt loud are losing their strength now. They no longer rush the same way. They no longer demand attention. They begin to slow down. And even when a thought appears, it does not stay for long. It does not create panic. It does not take control. It quietly passes. Right now, this mind is creating space. Space where there was chaos before. Space where overthinking once lived. Space where peace is beginning to grow. God, let this peace move deeper, through every anxious thought, through every heavy memory, through every fear about tomorrow. Because this moment is not for overthinking. This moment is not for mental exhaustion. This moment is not for fear. This moment is for release, for deep, quiet rest. This heart no longer needs to carry everything. It no longer needs to prepare for every possibility. It no longer needs to stay mentally alert. It can finally slow down. It can finally breathe. And as this calm grows, everything inside feels lighter, more distant from pressure, more distant from anxiety, more connected to peace. God, let this stillness remain steady. Let it not be interrupted. Let it not be replaced by fear. Keep everything calm. Right now, this mind is already quieter, not as overwhelmed as before, not as trapped in thoughts.
something has already changed. And if you are here right now, feeling your thoughts slowing down, feeling your mind becoming lighter, take a moment to subscribe to this channel and stay with me whenever your mind feels overwhelmed. Come back here on difficult nights. Come back when anxiety becomes loud. Come back when your thoughts won't stop. This place will always be here. This peace will always be waiting. And gently, without breaking this calm, without leaving this moment, write in the comments, God, quiet my mind tonight. Not for attention, not for anyone else, but as a quiet surrender, a moment between you and Him, a step towards peace. God, this mind is learning to let go, to stop following every thought, to stop replaying every fear, to stop carrying everything alone. This heart no longer needs to overthink tomorrow. It no longer needs to fear what may happen. It no longer needs to search for control. It is becoming still. It is becoming peaceful. Right now, there is no urgency, no need to keep analyzing, no need to stay mentally exhausted. Everything can rest. God, let this truth settle deeply. Let it quiet every anxious pattern. Let it calm every racing thought, until everything inside becomes still. And as this moment continues, this peace will grow stronger. This stillness will deepen. This mind will become quieter, and rest will finally come. God, as this moment deepens, everything inside begins to slow even more. The noise that once felt overwhelming no longer has the same power. This mind is no longer chasing thoughts, no longer following every fear, no longer trapped in endless questions.
It is beginning to become still, without effort. And even when a thought appears, it feels weaker now, more distant, more quiet, without urgency, without control. Right now, there is space inside this mind, space where anxiety once filled everything, space where fear once repeated endlessly, space where peace now begins to stay. God, let this stillness deepen completely. Let it move through every anxious thought, every heavy memory, every fear of tomorrow, bringing quiet into everything. Because this moment is no longer ruled by overthinking. It is no longer ruled by fear. It is no longer ruled by mental exhaustion. This moment belongs to peace. This moment belongs to rest. This heart no longer needs to stay alert. It no longer needs to prepare for everything. It no longer needs to expect the worst. It can finally feel safe. It can finally release control. Right now, this body feels softer. The tension fades slowly. The breathing becomes deeper. Everything begins to settle. God, let this calm remain steady. Let nothing disturb this moment. Let nothing pull this mind back into chaos. Keep everything quiet. And even if thoughts continue passing through, they no longer stay the same way. They no longer create fear. They no longer overwhelm this heart. They gently disappear. Right now, this mind is already different. Not as loud, not as restless, not trapped in mental noise. Something has shifted deeply. God, let this shift continue. Let this peace take over completely. Let this calm reach every part of this mind until nothing feels heavy anymore. There is no need to answer every thought. No need to understand everything tonight. No need to keep replaying the past.
this mind can stop carrying everything and begin to rest. This heart is no longer holding fear tightly. It is no longer trapped in what-ifs. It is no longer overwhelmed by tomorrow. It is becoming quiet. It is becoming light. Right now, there is no urgency, no pressure to think further, no need to stay mentally awake. Everything can slow down. God, hold this mind in stillness. Do not let anxiety rebuild. Do not let overthinking return with force. Keep everything calm. And as this moment continues, this peace grows deeper. This stillness grows stronger. This mind becomes quieter. Everything settles further. Right now, this body is completely relaxing. There is no resistance left, no pressure remaining. Everything feels softer. God, let this calm remain through the night. Let this calm continue growing. Let this peace stay steady until rest fully arrives. Because now, this mind no longer needs to fight itself, no longer needs to battle every thought, no longer needs to stay trapped in noise. Everything is beginning to heal. And even if before, there was fear, there was anxiety, there was mental chaos, it is not the same anymore. Right now, this moment is peaceful. This calm is real. This stillness is present. Everything is settling into rest. God, this is a place of quiet, a place where thoughts lose their power, a place where fear fades away, a place where peace remains. And as this moment continues, this mind grows quieter, this body grows heavier, this heart feels lighter. Everything slows into calm. God, as this calm continues to deepen, everything inside feels quieter now, more stable, more peaceful, as if the mind is finally slowing down. This mind is no longer racing the same way, no longer jumping from thought to thought, no longer trapped in endless overthinking. It is becoming softer, becoming still. And even when thoughts appear, they no longer feel overwhelming. They no longer create panic.
They no longer control this moment. They gently fade away. Right now, there is a quiet space inside, a place where anxiety is losing strength, a place where fear no longer dominates, a place where peace can remain. God, let this stillness move deeper through every thought, through every memory, through every fear that once felt heavy, bringing calm into everything. Because this moment is not about mental struggle. It is not about emotional exhaustion. It is not about carrying every burden. This moment is about surrender, about finally resting. This heart is no longer trying to control tomorrow. It is no longer replaying every possibility. It is no longer trapped in fear. It is beginning to feel safe, beginning to let go. And as this peace continues growing, everything inside becomes lighter, more distant from stress, more connected to stillness, more open to rest. God, let this calm remain steady. Let it not be interrupted. Let it not be replaced by mental noise. Keep everything quiet. Right now, this mind is already calmer, not as overwhelmed as before, not as exhausted as it was. Something has already changed. And if you are here right now, feeling this peace growing inside you, feeling your thoughts slowing down, write gently in the comments, God, my mind is finally quiet. Not for attention,
not to impress anyone, but as a quiet moment of surrender, a simple declaration between you and him, a step toward peace. And as you remain here, this stillness continues to deepen. This calm continues to grow. This mental noise continues to fade. Nothing interrupts this moment. God, hold this peace in place. Do not let anxiety return with strength. Do not let fear rebuild itself. Keep everything steady. This mind no longer needs to stay alert. It no longer needs to analyze everything. It no longer needs to fear every possibility. It is allowed to rest. Completely. Right now, everything inside feels safe. Everything feels lighter. Everything feels calmer. Nothing needs to change. God, let this calm remain through the night. Let this calm stay inside this heart. Let this peace continue growing, even as sleep approaches. And as this moment continues, this mind becomes even quieter. This body becomes even more relaxed. This heart becomes even lighter. Everything settles deeper. There is no pressure left, no urgency left, no mental exhaustion left. Only this calm, only this peace. God, this is a place of rest, a place where overthinking loses power, a place where fear disappears, a place where peace remains. And right now, this moment is complete. This calm is real. This stillness is steady. And everything is finally quiet. God, as this moment becomes even quieter, everything inside continues to settle. More deeply, more gently, as if the mind is finally letting go. This mind is no longer restless. It is no longer racing endlessly. It is no longer trapped in overthinking. It is slowing down, completely and naturally. And even when a thought appears, it feels distant now. Soft, quiet, without urgency, without power. Right now, there is no effort in this mind. No need to control every thought. No need to stay mentally awake. Everything is becoming still. God, let this calm deepen completely. Let it reach every anxious place inside. Every thought that once felt overwhelming, bringing peace into everything. This heart is no longer carrying fear. It is no longer preparing for the worst. It is no longer trapped in what-ifs. It is resting now. It is safe. And in this moment, everything feels slower. Everything feels softer.
Everything feels quieter. Nothing feels urgent anymore. Right now, this body is fully relaxing. The tension continues fading. The breath becomes slower. Everything feels calm. God, let this stillness remain steady. Do not let mental noise return. Do not let anxiety rebuild itself. Keep everything quiet. Because now, this mind is no longer controlled by fear, no longer consumed by overthinking, no longer trapped in endless thoughts. Everything has begun to heal. And even if before there was chaos, there was stress, there was exhaustion, it is not the same anymore. Right now, this moment is peaceful. This calm is real. This stillness is present. Everything is settling deeply. God, hold this mind in this quiet. Let it remain here. Let it not return to noise. Let it stay at peace. This heart is now completely at ease, no longer carrying pressure, no longer holding on to fear, no longer resisting rest, only resting. And as this continues, everything inside becomes quieter, more distant from anxiety, more connected to peace, more deeply calm. Right now, there is nothing to solve, nothing to analyze, nothing to fear,
Everything can rest. God, this is a place of deep stillness, a place where thoughts lose strength, a place where fear disappears, a place of complete peace. And as this moment continues, this mind drifts further into quiet. This body sinks deeper into rest. This heart feels completely safe. Everything slows down. There is no need to think anymore. No need to replay anything. No need to stay mentally active. Only this quiet. Only this calm. God, keep everything steady. Keep everything peaceful. Keep everything soft through this moment. And even now, this calm continues to deepen. This stillness continues to grow. This peace continues expanding. Nothing interrupts it. Right now, everything inside is quiet. Everything inside is still. Everything inside is at peace. Nothing needs to change. God, this mind no longer needs to fight itself. It no longer needs to fear every thought. It no longer needs to stay trapped in noise. Everything is finally becoming calm. And as this night continues, this peace will remain. This stillness will stay present. This rest will deepen naturally. And everything inside will sleep in peace. God, as this moment reaches its deepest stillness, everything inside is now quiet, peaceful, calm, as if the noise has finally faded away. This mind is no longer racing, no longer trapped in endless thoughts, no longer overwhelmed by overthinking. It has released everything, and it is finally resting. The thoughts that once felt loud are now distant, soft, almost silent, without urgency, without pressure. They no longer control this moment. Right now, this body feels heavy, supported, relaxed, completely at ease, without tension. God, let this peace remain. Let it continue through the night. Let it not be interrupted. Let it stay deep and steady. This heart feels safe, protected, held, without fear, without stress, without the need to stay alert. Everything is calm. And even as sleep approaches, this stillness does not fade. It remains steady. It remains present. It remains real. Right now, there is nothing left to replay, nothing left to analyze.
Nothing left to fear. Everything has already been released. God, cover this mind with quiet. Let no anxious thought disturb it. Let no mental noise return. Let everything remain peaceful. If any thought tries to appear, any fear, any memory, let it pass gently, without staying, without creating tension. This body continues to relax, deeper, slower, softer, sinking into rest, without effort, without resistance. Right now, this moment is complete. This calm is full. This peace is enough. Nothing is missing. God, let this sleep be deep. Let it be restoring. Let it be peaceful. Let it renew everything inside. Let this mind remain quiet through every moment of the night. Let no anxiety return. Let no overthinking rise again. Let everything stay calm. This heart is now at peace, fully, completely, without hesitation, without resistance, without fear. Right now, this is a place of rest, a place of stillness, a place where thoughts lose power, a place where peace remains. God, hold this moment through the night. Do not let it be broken.
Do not let fear return strongly. Keep everything steady. And if this mind wakes again, bring it back gently, back into this calm, back into this stillness, without effort. If any thought appears, let it dissolve softly, let it disappear quietly, without meaning, without weight. God, everything is now quiet. Everything is now still. Everything is now peaceful. Nothing needs to change. And in this moment, there is complete surrender, complete rest, complete stillness, complete peace. Thank you for this calm that was received, for this quiet that was given, for this rest that was allowed, for this peaceful moment. And if this prayer brought peace to your heart tonight, take a quiet moment to subscribe to this channel so you can return here whenever your mind feels overwhelmed, whenever your thoughts won't stop, whenever you need peace again. And gently, before you rest tonight, write in the comments, God, my mind is finally quiet. Just a quiet declaration, a moment between you and Him. Right now, this mind rests in you. This heart rests in you. This body rests in you. Everything rests in you. And tonight, there will be no mental chaos, no racing thoughts, no endless overthinking, only peace, only stillness, only quiet, only deep rest, only calm, only you. Amen.